Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my office. I realize I haven't shot a video in my office in weeks. It could have even been a month. Usually it's at the home after I get back from a long day at the office, but I am just so thrilled to find some time between clients to come on and really share what I think is some really interesting, really fascinating, and most importantly, really useful tool for using the tarot to be able to change your life circumstances and situations. I know a lot of you guys just know that I'm a tarot card reader professionally, and some of you know that I'm a hypnotherapist, but I really use the tarot in combination with subconscious work, with spiritual therapy, to sort of really kind of create the kind of life that people are envisioning for themselves, hoping for, wishing for, and there's just a lot of really cool tools that I use, to assist. And a large part of that is taking these imagery, these hypnotic imagery journeys into the cards to be able to embody the state in which is desired for a person just wanting to get over a heartbreak or wanting to get into a better job situation or a better romantic situation, whatever it is. I'm not selling my services. It's great. Things are fine with me right now, but I wanted to share with you a little bit of a background of just how important it is to look at this Nine of Cups a little bit differently than maybe you have before. Now, whenever I learned the Nine of Cups years ago, I sort of learned it as like the comfort zone. We're all familiar with this very comfortable image right here with the RWS, the Rider-Waite Smith. And that's exactly what this guy's exuding. You know what I mean? He's not really doing anything. And that's that was sort of the code that was enabled in me to be able to lock the meaning into this, is that it's a comfort zone. But as this famous quote goes, I don't know who came up with this damn thing, it says a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. And I had said that for years too, whenever I was talking about the tarot, whenever we're just talking about life situations with friends and family, of just how nice it is to be on vacation, for example, and realizing that, you're not accomplishing anything, but at least you're recharging your batteries and all this, how people sort of make excuses for taking it easy and falling into this type of environment. Well, I believe, came across an incredible breakthrough the last 3 weeks, and I've been so excited to get back on where I could find some time to pull out some of my favorite Nine of Cups cards to be able to really review in a way this wonderful numeric value of this emotional state of Nine of Cups, with it you really can change the pattern of your life. Because if you know me, if you've seen my channel for a while, you know I'm all about self-empowerment, about using the tarot to be a signifier and an amplifier of how you are affecting your life circumstances with what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what you're doing, and the resultant coin suit, okay? So what part of my business is, in case you don't know, is to help create change in my clients' lives, whether they want to get over a fear, a phobia, they want to bring this into their life, they want to make more money, whatever it is. Once they bring in the tarot, once they know that I work with the tarot and they want to bring this into the practice, it gets really, really fascinating, because before using the tarot, because I know I'm bouncing back and forth here, guys, but you kind of know me. I'm trying to squeeze in before my next person gets here, and plus I get excited about this stuff. Before using the tarot, I would have to explain in theory that whenever you want to change your life or the circumstances surrounding your situation, you would have to, however way that you can, find a way to embody the feeling of that which you desire, that you think what you want is going to give you. Okay? And that's very, very powerful. It's incredibly, it's intuitive whenever you break it down, but really it's the most powerful building block of concretingly changing your life circumstances by getting into an emotional space that you're feeling as if you actually have that which you desire. But here's the thing. Minus the hypnosis, it's very difficult to get in that state because we have so many programs running, so much information we're always getting in through our eyes, through our ears, through our senses, saying that that's not what you have right now. So you can't feel satisfied. You can't feel empowered. You can't feel sexy. You can't feel, whatever it is that you want to feel, because you're not seeing the results of it. Thus, that loop of never being able to change your life never being able to change your life because you are waiting to see it before you feel that thing that you think that thing is going to make you feel. But whenever I sort of broke this down to not try to get people anymore with feeling how it's going to feel whenever they manifest that relationship or that better increase in pay, whatever it is, rather than doing that, I'm talking all about the Nine of Cups, guys. I'm talking all about imagining what it would be to just not have any wants. And whenever you do this homework, whenever I've been doing this homework for my clients, my weekly clients, I treasure them so much. I did hit my goal of getting the number that I wanted, so I'm right there. And as you know through the Tarot-thon, 24-hour Tarot-thon thing, there's nothing that I love more than having a client come to me and just saying, you're not going to believe what happened in the last week since I now got this information from the tarot, from whatever we were working on. So I know this stuff works. But it has been accelerated so much because whenever we're getting people to just find a space in their day, whether it be 5 minutes, a half an hour, during a ritual of drinking their coffee, or that 45 minutes till their incense stick burns down, to just feel what it would feel like for them to not want anything. And, it really didn't take much extrapolation from that to realize that what we were doing is just 9 cupping, just finding a comfort zone. Because in every single image, and I'm going to share the ones that I have here with you, in every image of the 9 of Cups, it is not about desire. It's not about working towards. It's not about fighting against, for sure. It's not about doing anything other than just feeling the way this guy is feeling. So I want to, it's sort of like my tattooed long way of just say, I'm going to encourage you guys strongly that if there's any desire that you want in your life that you're trying to manifest that you can't feel good about until it comes to you, if that's too much of a stretch, because I get it, man, we're fooled by our senses all the time. If that's too much of a stretch, then at least take some time out of your day where you're not wanting for anything because you know, and that 45 minutes to your nag champa stink stick burns down to nothing, you can just know what it feels like to feel that contentment, to feel that satisfaction of in this time of the day, there's not that desire going out. Okay? Because I know you guys are a lot like me. I know that we're all trying to build our practices, better relationships, make more money. I want my next hot rod. We're trying to get into a bigger house with a yard for the animals. There's all these things that you're constantly desiring, and those things are always great. It's always beautiful to desire and want more. We love an expanding universe, right? So it's good to want and desire. But sometimes it's just nice to not be in that state of desire, or certainly not that state of planning for action. And I'm just going to say again, the 9 of Cups, to manifest what it is, what that 9 of Cups I hope means for you as it means for me, and as I teach my clients and my students of tarot, it's just in that complete comfort zone of not wanting anything. What that does, if you guys know me, you know I use in the Hypnotic Journeys this emotional guidance scale that you can Google anywhere. It's in a lot of different books, a lot of reference material. It's kinesiologically measured emotions that whenever you think a certain way or you feel a certain way, it's measuring the thoughts, and that affects your body strength. It affects your neuropeptides, your neurochemistry. And what I want to show you where this contentment is, that's basically satisfaction. It's the exact same kinesiological measured response in your body is contentment. And I gotta say, this 9 of Cups cat right here, he's all about being satisfied. He's all about being content. So I'm gonna amend my whole thing about the comfort zone's a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. I'm going to say a comfort zone is a beautiful place because anything can grow from there once you're in this emotional state of satisfaction. I don't think this is showing up, guys. My camera's a little bit granulated right now, so my apologies, but right there, contentment is the tipping point of the somewhat emotions coming from thoughts that are not serving you to the ones, the power hitters that are really propelling your life forward. So this is a Again, a way to just tell you, if you're more consciously aware, guys, to use your tarot and to use this Nine of Cups in a way that you can just be focused on being satisfied. Even though you have desires, we always have desires, right? Shit, I mean, come on, the world's still going to happen. But you can take a time where you can allow your vibration to raise. You can allow better chemicals to, cascade through your entire, body, through your bloodstream by just focusing on the essence of what this Nine of Cups is for you. I'm telling you guys, for the last 3 weeks especially, I started this about a month ago, changing this whole aspect of just trying to reach for that thing, how you're going to feel once you get that thing, because then they leave the office, they leave the hypnotic state, as helpful as it is in the office, then they go back to the world that's given them the same feedback that they had. And my clients aren't realizing that that seed under the ground is still growing until they go out and just say, well, it's not up yet, I don't have my crop, and then it knocks them right back down. But whenever they can get to this state of satisfaction, of contentment with this Nine of Cups, this is the Santa de Muerte right there, all those 9 cups in there. What's beautiful is that because you can feel it, that's why that heart is on that treasure chest right there. There's all those things that you desire, and they're safely locked away. And what's beautiful is the lock is off, and you can tell that once the lock was on there, guys, that's what was covering that heart. All the resistant thoughts that you have because you're not seeing those things that you want to change in your life already there. Once you can kind of get away from that and play a little magic misbelieve in your mind, because we know this about the mind, we know that once you imagine something, it is literally happening in your physiology. All right, guys, we know this about being in 8th grade and, when the pretty girl walks in the room, you know what I mean? Physiology changes whenever your mind goes to certain places. I mean, don't get me started on all these wonderful, wonderful examples. I mean, you can build up a particular muscle by just thinking that you are working on your muscle. This is why athletes go through their routines in their head, because in their body they are literally going through it. This is how that Joe Dispenza cured himself from having a spine that was just ruptured and it was like shattered, and every surgeon that he's ever gone to said, you got to get surgery, you got to get the rods up and down the entire spine. But he used this thought of 9 of cupping, and then he 7 cupped it. He began to see the healed thing, but he started off, he didn't use his terminology because he's not a tarotist like us guys, but what he did is he just 9 cupped it to realize that, you know what, I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to trust the same intelligence that grows my nails to be able to heal my body like it heals me from a cold. And that's exactly what happened. If you don't know Joe Dispenza's story, you got to check it out, guys. It is the most kick-ass realization of how you can use the lessons of the tarot in your real life, especially to heal your body and affect your body and to create change in your world. I mean, Joe Dispenza, don't get me started on his science stuff, man. I love it. So this is the image from the Santa Muerte deck right there. The idea that once you hit that illusion that there's a lock there because your eyes aren't getting that which you desire in your manifested world already, once you can get in the space to just know that what is in your treasure chest is in there and it's yours, you just have to get away from this lock, this illusion that it's just not there yet. Find that contentment, find that satisfaction. Even if it's for 15 minutes a day, your vibe, your physiology, your neuropeptides are going to change the way you look at the world. It's amazing. Here's another magnificent 9 of cups. Look at the freedom found in this. There's 9 cups there, but this particular cat, this is almost like a traveler card. This is like the Fool card. This is how free you can be in your desiring, in your anticipations, in your expectations whenever you settle in this magnificent space of just not wanting anything. You can get back to your real life after you're done with your space, but for 10, 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour of your day while you're enjoying your coffee or walking your dog, you can just pretend that you don't want for anything. And I guarantee you there's going to be a shift in you guys. There's going to be a shift. You're going to walk differently. You're going to feel differently, I know. You're going to be gathering towards you same thoughts of the same quality. Once you release this idea that I got to build my business, I really want to get a better relationship, I really got to get out of this relationship, whatever it is, So I'm going to keep on repeating it, guys, because you learn this in school, in hypnotherapy college. You got to keep on hitting them because they know it's got to keep on coming, okay? So I'm going to keep on saying the same things over. How about this wonderful? I've been having this at home for a while. I brought it down in the office. This is this Spirit Within, right? Spirit Within Tarot. How about this? Just the silhouette. All these different scattered desires right there. There's even one down there. It doesn't even matter what's in those cups. I love that there's nothing in any of these cups of all that I'm going to show you, because it just is that, I'm going to say, that hollow feeling of satisfaction. Not for any reason. This cat isn't happy because he got a cup full of Hershey's Kisses, or a cup full of cash, or a cup full of good sex with his partner, or anything like that. Just for no particular reason, feeling this contentment is why this 9 of Cups is such a wonderful card to get. Okay, how about this from the fantastic from the Fountain Tarot right there? Look at the face. Look at the expression on that cat right there. Again, he's got nothing to show for it because he's not getting that information from the world to just say, I'm happy because I have a brand new car. I'm happy because I paid off my house. I'm happy because my boyfriend's really nice to me, or whatever it is. It's just for the sake of having a cup right up. You can put in whatever you want when you find your time of the day to just feel satisfied. Moving onward with this particular card. This is the card whenever I was in Simon's Hermit's Cave on an interview. He showed this. It made me fall in love with this fantastic Pagan Otherworlds deck. To me, this is just like an arrow. This is like a shelter. This is like a roof. No matter what you got going on down there, once you escape whatever you're getting from your senses, to realize, really in this moment as I am breathing, I am not wanting for anything. And then bam, that just draws towards you magnificent things. To me, this is like this protection. This is like an arrow. This is what propels you, because, guys, I'm telling you, I do this all the time. I do this at least 3 times a day with my clients. Once you just settle into the fact that you're feeling like this, even for 15 minutes in the hypnotic chair or otherwise while you're sipping your tea in your morning, you're going to get up with a different step in your step, a different spring in your step, because you have released this thing about this desire. I got to change. I got to do something. I have to make this happen. I got to hustle, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to be amazed at what you witness in your life. I want to keep this video below 20 minutes because I know once I see 20 minutes on a video, I sometimes really get hesitant on even getting started without fast forwarding it really fast. How about this wonderful golden thread right there? This guy is just completely all in his own. Completely all in his own. And what I love about this is that the only cup that's not there of the 9 is the one that he wants to think about. It's just leaving that space available. It's kind of like, what's that 10th cup that I'm going to think about once I'm feeling that I don't want anything? Then you're free to create right there. I love this deck. Look at the shimmer. Look at the shimmy, guys. Look at the shim sham. Put this in front of candles. It'll blow your damn mind. Now the last one, while we're wrapping this up in the last 2 minutes, is this fantastic 9 of Tides. This is from the Japaritsi Tarot. Totally not, no way, in any way, any sort of RWS imagery right here. But this is really sort of like you're off to the stars. This is whenever you get really tuned into these really, really fine little inspirations that come to you, right? This is why I meditate every day. Check out that video, Why I Meditate, because then these little inspirations that hit you whenever you're in this state of not wanting anything or planning anything or what am I going to do and all this other BS, then you can really get in tuned about how the universe is cooperating with you, working with you, giving you your path of least resistance to feel constant awe and wonder in getting that thing that you want, because you're not in this state of wanting it, right? I got to tell you guys, this wasn't really a tarot video. I love bringing in these tarot cards. It helps my clients. I love when they come to me and says, you're not going to believe what happened since our last session. And I'm telling you, when you begin looking at this 9 of Cups, maybe you do already, but whenever you begin practicing this in your life and you take 10 minutes or you take a amount of time, that whenever you're doing something, even if it's just washing the dishes or cleaning up after your kids, and you're saying, until I get this house clean, until I vacuum everything or what I dust all the kitchen crap off or whatever, I'm just going to act as if, and I'm going to feel as if I don't want anything other than to just enjoy whatever I'm doing. It's going to change how you leave that time that you spend here, guys, okay? So I wish happy 9 of cupping to you, and damn, I am just 5 seconds short of 20 minutes. I'm going to stop it at 19:59. Goodbye, guys. It's now.